You know, there comes a moment when you realize most of your life decisions were about others, your family, your kids, your job. But now, it's just you. And while there's freedom in that, there's also a quiet question that can sneak in. Who's going to be there for me? If you're living alone, single, widowed, or without nearby family, you're what many call a solo ager. And today, we're talking about how to build a circle of support and friendship that keeps your life rich, safe, and full of connection no matter where you are or who's around. Being a solo ager doesn't mean being alone, it means you're independent. But independence shouldn't mean isolation. In fact, research shows that staying socially connected is one of the strongest predictors of good health and longer life, sometimes even more so than exercise or diet. Here's the thing. Community isn't something that just happens when you're older. You have to build it. And the good news is, you can. Whether you're in a small town in Ohio or a big city in California, there are ways to create meaningful relationships, find support, and feel truly connected again, no matter where you are or who's around. So in this video, we'll explore how solo agers can build strong support networks, step by step, in practical, real-world ways that actually work. 1. Start by knowing what kind of support you need. Let's begin here, because most people skip this part. Support doesn't just mean someone to drive you to appointments. It also means emotional support, someone to check in when you're not feeling great, or even a friend who shares your hobbies. Take a quiet moment to think, what do I need more of right now? Companionship, help with chores, or just more people to talk to? When you name what's missing, it becomes easier to build around it. For example, Jane, a retired teacher in Florida, realized what she missed most wasn't her students, it was having people to share small joys with. So she joined a local coffee and conversation group at her library. That one decision opened a whole new circle of friends. 2. Reconnect with old friends and neighbors. Now, here's something most people don't realize. Your future support system might already exist. You just haven't reached out in a while. Pick up the phone, send a message, or even write a simple note to someone you used to know. You'd be surprised how often people are glad to hear from you. A man I spoke to, Tom, 68, from Oregon, started calling an old coworker once a week. 2 years later, they're closer than ever and even take road trips together. You don't always have to find new people. Sometimes you just need to reawaken old connections. 3. Get involved locally, even in small ways. When you participate in something bigger than yourself, you naturally meet people who share your values. This could be volunteering at a local food pantry, joining a book club, or helping at a community garden. The point isn't just staying busy, it's belonging. Think of it this way. Every time you show up, you give people a chance to know you, and connection grows from repetition. There's a woman named Carla in Texas who started volunteering at an animal shelter twice a month. At first, she barely talked to anyone. Now she has a tight-knit group of friends who meet for breakfast every Sunday. That's the quiet power of showing up. It builds community one visit at a time. 4. Embrace new ways to stay connected. Technology can be intimidating, but it can also be a lifeline. Video calls, Facebook groups, or even online communities for solo agers can help you stay in touch. There are now online groups specifically for older adults who live alone. Safe spaces where you can share advice, make friends, or even plan meetups. You don't need to be tech-savvy. All you need is curiosity and a bit of patience. Many local libraries even offer free classes on how to use social media or Zoom. Remember, connection today can happen through a screen and across a coffee table. And 5, build a circle of trust for practical support. Community isn't just about friendship. It's also about safety and peace of mind. Every solo ager should have a small group, maybe 3 to 5 people, who know key things about your life. your medical information, emergency contacts, or where to find your important papers if needed. It doesn't have to be formal, just people you trust, neighbors, church friends, or even a friendly younger neighbor who checks in now and then. This small network can make all the difference in moments that matter. 6. Keep nurturing your social life like a garden. Friendship isn't a one-and-done thing. You have to water it, just like a plant. Make small efforts. Send birthday cards, share a funny article, or invite someone over for tea. Even if you only have 1 or 2 close friends, those relationships can bring enormous comfort and joy. As psychologist Susan Pinker said, face-to-face contact is like a vaccine. It strengthens your mind and heart in ways nothing else can. 7. Create purpose through connection. Let's talk about something deeper, purpose. When you feel useful and connected, your entire outlook changes. Maybe you mentor a younger neighbor, volunteer at a school, or simply check in on someone who's going through a tough time. Every act of kindness you give to others becomes part of your own safety net. You're building community through contribution, and that's what keeps loneliness at bay. So let's bring it all together. Being a solo ager isn't about being alone. It's about being intentional. When you understand your needs, reconnect with old friends, get involved locally, use technology wisely, create a circle of trust, and nurture relationships with care, you build a network that supports your heart and your future. And the beautiful thing is, it's never too late to start. Every hello, every visit, every shared story, it all adds up. You deserve connection, laughter, and people who look out for you. That's not a luxury, it's part of living well. So if this message spoke to you, I'd love for you to stay connected with us here. Subscribe to the channel and join a growing community of people who believe aging can be full of strength, friendship, and meaning. If you found this helpful, click the like button or share this video with someone who might need a little encouragement today. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. Every day is a new chance to reach out, connect, and belong. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.